Hello! Wait, Vedantek, hello! How you doing? Mr. Razor, yo! How's everybody doing, guys? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Hopefully y'all are chilling. So welcome to the news stream. We'll just talk about like all the stuff that's been going on. This happened this week, you know what I'm saying? So first up is WWDC actually had the game porting toolkit updated, which was yeah, that was I don't know how to feel about the game porting toolkit, honestly. It's not exactly meant for us, like the end users. It's meant for like developers to like test out their games. Mr. Razor, yo, did you change your username, Mr. Razor? Wi-Fi, hi, how you doing? Hopefully well. I have Windows 11. Yeah, we're gonna get to that, guys. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the news roundup. Rip to my phone. What happened to your phone? But yeah, so the game porting toolkit got like a huge update in WWDC. And people actually have had a lot of success running the games. It's not really meant to like for end users to run games, but a lot of people have had success, you know, running games. No, I'm not gonna say that. If I please try Windows 12 beta. Is it out? Remember me? Of course I do. Penguinic, hi, hello, how you doing? 7Gamer, yo, how you doing? So there's this YouTuber named Andrew Sai. Actually, I really like his videos. But yeah, he's had you can see right here that your new videos perform not good, but I watch them many times. Thank you, Ronan Khatri. Hey, hello, how you doing? Bro, I'm watching you on Windows 7. Really? Danny B, yes. Is it actually out? Okay, we'll test that. Let me just quickly check if Windows 12 beta is actually out. Or Petty Swornen 8. Sorry if I butchered your name. Hi, hello. I'm watching this on Windows 10. Nice. Windows 12 beta. What the heck? No. Okay. It's not real. It's not real. I'm on Windows 7. Nice. Yeah, it's not out yet. My laptop is running Windows Vista. Really nice. But yeah, you can see here.
Unfortunately,
this guy got, I think it was Cyberpunk.
So of course, this is a hugely demanding.
He's got Cyberpunk running on an M1 MacBook Air, 8 gigs M1, the base model, and he's got it running through emulation. Mead Mudahar from Wish. Oh, okay, nice. No, it's not out. No, it's not out. By the way, what do you think of Copilot not being a sidebar rather than being a web app? We're gonna get to that. Yeah, but you can see Cyberpunk out here.
World title, and it's kind of a miracle that this even boots at all.
Like you can see that it's actually running on like the lowest end MacBook. Like that's actually crazy.
This is widely known to be one of the most demanding games.
Can you imagine? That's like levels of emulation. Like that's crazy levels of emulation. Not only are you like emulating Windows, like you're emulating DirectX stuff, but you're also emulating like you're converting DirectX to Metal or whatever Apple's API is, and then you're connecting. You have like ARM x86 to ARM as well. That's how the hell is this running?
You can play. Now on the MacBook Air M1, we only have 8 gigabytes.
It's not out yet, but the first build is, I think, around build 2700. What are you talking about, Extreme NS? GTA 5 loading screen on a Mac. Yeah, by the way, you know what? This guy got GTA 5 running as
We used to
well.
run this through Crossover, through DXVK, and it used to have a lot more shaded compilation stutter. This still exists here, but it is much less noticeable. And we're able to get a decent 45 to 55 FPS. And we can also play GTA.
Look how well this runs. That's crazy. That's the latest GTA. That's wild. That is running that well.
Online, the multiplayer version of this game. This is way more.
It's got Crisis Remastered running on here.
25 FPS, and there's quite a lot of stuttering as well, so not a perfect experience.
Imagine that they've got this running on 8 gigs of unified memory. 8 gigs. Really? Like, that's actually mad.
I definitely choose to play this game on a more powerful Mac.
Would installing Forza Horizon 500 M1 MacBook Air be too much for it? Look, dude, it's running these crazy games. Look at how Cyberpunk...
1080p on the lowest possible settings.
They've got Cyberpunk running on this. So, like, is it really that much of a stretch that maybe they might get Forza Horizon working on it? Granted, that will never officially happen because Microsoft is not going to let that happen, obviously. But if they were to optimize it, if it's already running this well, and this is running through layers of translations and shit, if it's already running, bro, they could totally get Horizon 5 on this. I have Cyberpunk on 8 gigs of RAM, works on 12 FPS. But is it on Windows? Or is it on Mac? Because it's even crazier that they've got it running on Mac, like through layers of translations. Clerk, hello! How you doing? That's actually wild. The thing is, right, maybe I should try the game porting toolkit. I haven't. Yeah, it's running on Windows, right, Danny? Yeah. It runs on Windows, but, you know, what do your parents think when you saw honestly, my parents don't really care. Like, my parents are chill. But it's still awkward, innit? Like, if they are walking in, you just gotta, like, be like, oh, no, that's not the game. Great. Good. Okay, well, let's move on to the next tech story of the day, which is Elon Musk saying that he's gonna ban Apple products if they have OpenAI integration, which is, let's just be honest, Elon's jelly. Elon's fully jelly. It's because, like, when my phone turns off, it goes to 0 to 0%, 100% to 0% battery. Nice. I'm home alone. Nice. Elon fully tweeted out saying that, where's the tweets? He's like, if Apple has OpenAI integration, anybody who works at Tesla not allowed to have an iPhone. Your phones will be put in a Faraday cage. How can you run games on a Mac? That's the game porting toolkit. Apple is providing you translation layers, which is wild. Under the new Apple Intelligence. What do you think? Should Android x86-64 project come back? What is that? What is the Android x86-64 project? Is it like Android running on Mac? Or sorry, on Windows? Because isn't that already a thing? What's crazy is that Elon is like fully trying to like ban OpenAI stuff. He signed the petition as well. I made a video about this. He signed a petition to like have OpenAI, like not ChatGPT, like hold the development. Is because like, oh, he was concerned about the safety of AI and shit. But it seems like he's just jelly because he wants to like catch up with his AI companies. That's very sly, you know what I'm saying? My teacher found my YouTube channel. Oh, what did they say? Android running natively on PCs without Windows. Really? You can do that. That's, oh man, why did we get rid of that project? I tried iOS 18 beta on iPhone 10. 10 or 10s? Because it's not available on 10. The thing is, right, Elon is like fully not even like, he's just stressing, because the OpenAI integration is like you have to ask Siri, and then Siri will be like, I don't have the answers. Can I ask ChatGPT? And then like it'll go ask ChatGPT if you have the subscriptions. So it's not even really that integrated. But Elon just like, you need to put your phone in the Faraday cage if it's there. I guess he got mad after Microsoft invested $1 billion. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's just jelly. He's fully jealous. Like 10s. Yeah, it's probably 10s. Cause what rating do you give Atlas OS? What is Atlas OS? I don't know what that is. West Side, coming from the West Side. OpenAI's biggest investors announced that they would integrate AI features directly into Windows. Now see, Windows is gonna have like a huge AI boom, but we're gonna get to that stuff. Like, it's probably not the best idea for Windows to be doing that shit, but you know, a copy of Windows, really. We'll check on that. Let's see what Atlas OS is. Atlas OS. Oh. Oh, is it? Oh, that's cool. I should try this. Can you actually have customized versions of Windows? Because you know what I would like to do? I'd like to build like a console, like a slick console that's running Windows and DirectX games, but you should be able to use it with like a controller. If you can customize Windows, that'd be cool. Windows is slow, chunky, and unreliable. Atlas brings back to your Windows system designed to maximize performance and minimize latency. Nice. Teacher was okay. Nice. Oh, they cut down the RAM and CPU. This is really cool, man. How do I, what is, oh shit, I don't want to download nothing. I'll send you a McCureTech Windows 11 edition when I make it. Thank you. I'm using Atlas OS 10. Nice. Windows is slow and chunky by eliminating Microsoft's notorious Yo, it gets rid of like all this tracking and pre-installed apps. Bro, how do you have to buy this stuff? Try one of your vids. Yeah. Do you have to buy it though? Like, or is it like you just get a regular product key from Windows and then from Microsoft and then it just works on Atlas? Or like, do you have to buy a product key from there? It's an open source project. What do you think about Hackintoshing? I love Hackintoshing. Sadly, Hackintoshing is gonna go away. But Hackintoshing was a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I should build a really powerful Hackintosh computer before like Hackintosh just dies forever. But you have to install Windows. Oh, okay. So it's like you have to install Windows, like activate it and everything, and then like Atlas like does its thing. It works. What works, XPower? If you have a PC and don't have TPM, you can bypass Windows 11 and work. Yeah, that's what I did. Arkham, hi. I hope I said your name right. Hi. Windows product key works at Atlas. Okay. That's cool. Speaking of Windows stuff, have you checked out this new Snapdragon X Elite processor, yeah? Rubel, hi, hello. How you doing? This shit is actually crazy. Like, this is the first time. It's been 4 years. So Apple Silicon came out 2020. Was that 4 years ago? Microsoft, well, not Microsoft. Qualcomm has finally caught up with their ARM chips. And supposedly, they're giving Apple a run for their money. AME Wizard and Atlas Playbook. Nice. Like, have you seen this new Lenovo Yoga Slim laptop?
Good battery life and awesome performance. Like, it didn't exist. until today, because we have something pretty special. So this is from Lenovo. It's their Yoga Slim 7X. And inside this thing is the new chip from Qualcomm, the Snapdragon X Elite. And when you take that chip and put it into a 14-inch device like this...
Not gonna lie though, this little like thing that goes on top is... Nah, that ain't it. How are you? I'm good, how are you? This little thing, like, I don't like the notch either, but this shit's ugly. Like,
you get something pretty special because you have awesome performance and you get nice design language, really good build quality, and you also get what I think is one of the best keyboards in this laptop space.
That keyboard looks sick, not gonna lie. That looks like a good keyboard. And the build quality on that looks pretty good as well.
The best. And you also get a really nice 14.5-inch OLED panel that's very calibrated.
OLED as well, yo. OLED. Because the thing is, right, on Macs, like I have a MacBook Pro here. They don't have OLEDs yet. And mini LEDs are pretty good, but they're not OLEDs. Heathen Robin 800. Hi, Makir. How are you? Makir Tech, will you do Samsung S24 Ultra review? I don't have the money to buy it. But if I did have the money to buy it, I would totally. I don't like Lenovo's in general. Yeah, it's like calm. It's whatever. But this is the first like these new laptops that are coming out, and they look pretty great.
Right out of the box. And because this isn't an Apple product, you dodge all of the Apple like traps. So you get upgradable storage, and you have like the ports to be able to connect multiple monitors to it on the base models. Let's get into this thing. So
that's crazy. The thing is, right, the storage thing is very, very annoying. I'm good. I bought an Apple Watch SE 1 is good. Really, I don't really use Apple Watches, so Keon Roblox Hacker, hello, how are you doing? Ruble, HP, what do you mean by HP?
the chip is very fast. It's a little faster than the current stuff from Intel and AMD, and it sits between the performance of Apple's M3 and M3 Pro. Now,
that's pretty good for the price. So it's $1,200 for that price. That's pretty good performance. ITC laptop is the worst. What's ITC? I'm still running Windows 7. Windows 8.1 was extremely snappy, colorful, and was the last time I enjoyed using Windows. That 200 desktop. Really, I didn't like Windows 8.
because it's an ARM chip, apps that run natively on ARM are going to run the best. But apps that have to go through emulation, so if you take like an x86 app, like a pre-existing app that wasn't optimized or tuned specifically for this type of chip, they'll still run on it, except there's a bit of a penalty. Now the thing is, these...
Beforehand though, you could never run those kind of apps. I'm happy with my Lenovo laptop for work. Windows 11 and Lenovo are the worst mix ever. Really? What would you think about like this laptop though? It looks, I don't have it personally, but it looks like it's pretty well built and shit. Keanu Roblox M4. I don't know when the M4 is coming out. The thing is, right, Apple, like in 2020, they took a huge leap, and then like they can't really take that huge of a leap anyways. So like even if the M4 comes out, it's not going to be like a huge leap. So, hello, Bogdan Nikulis. Did I say your name right? Hello. We can update Windows 11 and Windows 3. Windows 10 like. Try to sideload it on iPhone. That's a good idea. The thing is, right, Apple, I don't even think like you have to jailbreak or anything. These days it's like you can just sideload apps because the EU came in and was like, nah. I was at the Spider-Man stream. Yeah, I remember. Tech uses HP, Lenovo, or any other. I use a MacBook. How do you know how I can get macOS for free? macOS is free. You don't have to pay for it. Don't pay for macOS. macOS has been free since like, I think it was Mountain Lion.
New chips and the current emulation tools are so good you still get solid performance when you're emulating x86. Like from my testing...
Look! That's crazy! So he's gonna say that it's like a 10 to 15% performance hit, which is pretty good for like emulating x86 on your ARM chip. That's pretty good. M4 is already on iPads. Guys, like the stream. I keep getting an error. What error do you keep getting? On what?
We're seeing a 10 to at worst a 15% performance penalty, which is still really good. And I think what that ultimately means is that we don't need to depend on developers to make
10 to 15% performance hit? That's wild. Imagine the amount of work it took for people to get that. Okay, for fun's sake, try to settle this one. Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. I'm gonna say something controversial, but it's just the truth. I'm a Mac OS user. This is why this shit is so exciting. Cause like Apple has been ahead of the curve with ARM. The reason why we use ARM is because it's just a more efficient architecture for battery performance and stuff like that. Which is why Apple has been crushing it with laptops. Not so much with the desktops, but with laptops they've been crushing it. And Windows is finally coming onto ARM. My friend has a Mac OS on Intel i5 and Acer PC. Yeah, you can do that. You can Hackintosh. Lucky, do you know when I install VirtualBox, it does a rollback action and gives me an error? Like on an operating system, like when you install Windows on it, it gives an error. I use it now. I can't. What exactly is happening? Like when you're installing Windows, M4 is better than the M3, M3 Pro is better than the M2 Pro, etc. Yeah, but it's not that much better. But the leaps that Apple took from like Intel to M1, that was such a huge leap, and people like kind of expect that, but that's just not possible anymore. You like Windows 11? Yeah, I like Windows 11. The whole program, not the VM. Oh shoot, you might have to uninstall it, like completely uninstall it, and then reinstall it. You can update Windows XP to 7v8108. It's like that. It's like what? Do you know CG5? No, what's CG5? I'm your biggest fan in the world. Thank you.
Apps run specifically on ARM. Like, that'd be nice. And when they do it, it's even better. But you can just take pre-existing apps and run it with perfectly good performance. Even apps like Adobe Premiere, which lean on both the CPU and the GPU.
Look at the gap. Look how much better they've gotten. That's crazy, yo. Snapdragon was just way behind the curve. And like, look at how much better this new chip has gotten. Like, M4 is not better than the M3 Pro or Max. No, it's not, no. But M3 Pro will be better. The M4 Pro will be better than the M3 Pro. Because it's just not that big of a leap. But we expect that, oh, the base M4 should be better than the M3 Pro. Already did, but even reinstalled Windows 11, but nothing. Really? Maybe it's just the new build of VirtualBox that's broken. Maybe you should try using an old build. I'd use VMware Yes. I don't know if VMware is free, but VMware across the board will always work better than VirtualBox. Musical artist. Am I a musical artist? VMware is good, but VirtualBox is my favorite. So, but why? VMware has better driver support as well. You like Windows 10? Yeah, I like Windows 10. CPU and GPU is the same as the AI chip, which makes my laptop glitch when I put it in my old PC. Nice. I would suggest the guy trying to install VirtualBox to install Python components. It worked for me. Yes. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I did that as well. Do you know how to make Windows XP work on a Sony Vaio 2008? It should just work natively. It's not free for personal use. Nice, yeah. VMware Workstation Player is free. No, but I think Player doesn't have all the support. You need like Pro. You know, when I did the Windows unreleased versions of Windows as well, I did them on VMware. To help, I'm getting this app cannot be installed because its integrity couldn't be verified. Is that on Mac? They also tried an old build, but PC doesn't like it, so VMware is the way. Try the Python components, but I'd say use VMware anyways. I built a retro Windows XP setup. Nice. This error is annoying. Yeah, but is it on Mac or Windows? Play Kineto Pet. If I start playing games again, yeah. iOS. Oh, it's the app integrity cannot be verified is because there's something wrong with sideload. You probably sideloaded that app. What do you use, iPhone or Android? I have an iPhone.
If you tried to emulate Premiere on an older ARM chip, it was a train wreck, but now, very viable. A quick note about gaming. These are not gaming laptops per se, and there's not a lot of native ARM games out there. But despite that, the hardware is strong enough to handle some light titles at playable frame rates. It's not amazing, but casual
Cyberpunk at 1080p low
is strong enough to handle some light titles at playable.
That's probably running through emulation as well. That's crazy. I keep trying. I can't fix iOS. It's you're sideloading an app. That's why. By the way, I love your videos because I like tech a lot. Thank you. By the way, I'm from Italy. Welcome from Italy.
Frame rates, it's not amazing, but casual gaming is very viable on this device. So the chip is great, but I want to go over some hardware features that I think make this particular device interesting. So first, the build quality. I think a lot of the Snapdragon X Elite devices that I've seen have like mediocre.
This is pretty good build quality though. Which iPhone do you use? I have an iPhone XS. Sorry, it's not in focus. Yeah, it's an iPhone XS. I like a laptop from 2005. Windows 10 does work. Windows 10 will work on anything that has the NX bit chip. So like even really old processors will work. It worked when I tried it 5 months ago with no issue. Yeah, it's your iOS probably got updated. That's what happened.
Build quality. And I think it's kind of expected considering that these price points are lower, but this is a $1,200 machine and it is super tanky.
See, for $1,200, you get performance between an M3 and an M3 Pro. That's pretty good. That's a good deal. It's not like a realistic deal where now like you can get something comparable from Windows. Because before you couldn't get anything comparable from Windows. For some odd reason, VMware Player cannot be downloaded as the site hosting is done. Oh, really? I checked VMware has apparently been, it's been brought by Broadcom. They host it now and it's quite a hassle to navigate the site. Basically, the thing is, right, they don't really care about the workstation stuff. They're just like, after I didn't use it for a while, it happened. Yeah, your iOS got updated. Intel i3 Gen 7 work games. From 2005 to 2010 will not work by GPU by slapping into hardware. Oh, it's real. VMware Pro is free for personal use. I didn't know that. Yeah, I have an iPhone 6 and it's good. Really? I'm back. Hello, welcome back. There's a Minecraft laptop. Do yoga. Me? Do I look like I do yoga? Actually, maybe I do look like I do yoga, but I don't want to do yoga. I want to say first 2 months I had the PC got a virus, then I learned, got scared though. I have Samsung A10, had it since 2019. Nice. Do you like iOS 17 or 18? iOS 18 is actually pretty good. Especially when the Apple Intelligence stuff comes out that we talked about. I think that's gonna be a game changer because Siri is kind of crap. Siri doesn't really work that well. So
it's built really well. Like the top panel is very, very firm. And then the hinge has like no play on it. I think the yogas are often made well, but this is like particularly nice. Well done. This device is also very light. It comes in at 1.28 kilos, which is like 40 grams heavier than what you see on the MacBook Air. But despite its very similar weight, this has a way bigger battery than what you see in the MacBook Air. This has a 70 watt-hour battery, which is like, I think like 30% bigger than the MacBook Air. And
70 watt-hour, that's pretty big. I have my Fortnite account got hacked. Look on YouTube logo, there's a yoga. Oh, yeah, that's where the yoga is. Why is there a yoga logo? Is it like some international yoga day or some shit that I don't know about? That I don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Ninja.
Because of the massive battery and the crazy energy efficiency of the Snapdragon X Elite, you get monster battery life. I actually think this is the longest battery life I've seen on a 14-inch laptop.
Let's see. Okay, let's compare to... That's the Yoga Slim, whatever. Yo! It's actually beating the MacBook. That's pretty good. It's actually beating the MacBook in some performance metrics, which is kind of crazy. Epic gave me a free prize. Don't play Fortnite. The Fortnite scrap. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see it. You don't see what? Wait, hold on. I'm going to take this call. Hello, Quavo. How you doing? Oh, I thought you were going to come on stream. Say hi to Quavo, everybody. Okay, I'll call you later. What operating system you use the least? Linux. I don't really use Linux a lot. I have Samsung A12 and ISO good. Nice. Bad game and bad optimization. Install Windows XP on my Sony Vaio and it's a black screen. Can you install Vista? Try installing another operating system. See how well that works. Yeah, Quavo's gone. I don't know why he's not in the chat.
Particularly if you're using it for streaming. It's also very quiet in all of those tasks. But to be able to get a 70 watt-hour battery on a small chassis like this, like that's uncommon. That's a battery like that is typically for larger chassis. So it's something pretty special. But then you got to see the screen. So this device has a 14.5-inch
That
OLED
screen looks like. Would you switch to Android? I would. If I had the money to like try Android for a little while. I was trying to install UTM on oh, UTM you should be able to get it from the App Store though. It should work fine.
and all that looks awesome. It's X-ray calibrated, it's fast, it's responsive, it's very bright, it peaks at 1000 nits, and I think this...
Oh, it's 90 hertz as well. That's nice. But the MacBook Pros, this is 120 hertz, which I don't know if it's like, it's kind of weird that it doesn't let you like select 120 hertz. It lets you select ProMotion, which is like sometimes it's 120 hertz. My favorite Windows was 8.1. I used to play Minecraft on this 4 GB. Really? I never liked Windows 8. I think I said it in the video as well. I never liked Windows 8.
display is just like infinitely better than the stuff that you get on MacBook Airs. Like it's empirically a better...
Oh, shoot. You know, that's a good deal. For $1,200, you get better battery life, almost the same performance, but not quiet, but you also get a better display. Yo, Windows is coming for Mac right now. Like for 4 years, Apple has been dominating, but they're finally coming for it. Is iPhone 11 good in 2024? No, do not buy iPhone 11 in 2024. It doesn't have 5G. No, it's the remote version. You need UTM server to connect to it. Really? Oh. I don't know if I did something wrong. I had a PC from 2012. I turned on secure boot in the BIOS, and now the PC lights come on, but it immediately shuts off. If you can, so on your motherboard, there will be a setting to like reset the BIOS. And when you reset it, like you have to connect 2 pins together. You don't have to boot it. And when you reset the BIOS, it'll go to default settings and you can boot back up again. iPhone 13 is a better choice. Yeah. My tutor man was an iPhone. Nice. I have a Xiaomi, so I can't talk about a good phone. That's too bad.
screen across the board. I would argue that this is a better screen than the screens you get on the MacBook Pros, if I'm being honest here. But
OLED will always be better than Mini LED. That's just a fact. Like Mini LED is good. It's better than your LED and your LCD displays, but it's trying to imitate what OLED is doing. So
the thing that comes with this kick-ass device is, I think, the best keyboard. So it's Lenovo. They own the ThinkPad IPs for the ThinkPad keyboard.
I had a ThinkPad. It's actually somewhere in there. It's dead now, but I had a ThinkPad. So.
And I think these are just the best keyboards. I'm super fast on these things, and I just like the layout. And there's no number pad, which I'm a big fan of. Decent speakers as well. The overall package is just so good. Now, a real quick note on Windows Copilot Plus, because the hardware that's in here, the chip that's in here, has an NPU that gives this laptop...
What's the full form of an NPU? I don't know. Should I buy an Android tablet or iPad 10th generation? If you're already in the Apple ecosystem, I would say an iPad. But in general, I never suggest an Android tablet. I don't even know if they're in the market still. Where do you live? I live in LA. Last Saturday, I had 2 hard drives fail on me with my files. Ooh, say iPad is powerful a lot. Yeah. RIP ThinkPad. Yes, RIP ThinkPad. Which MacBook do you have? I have the M1 Max MacBook.
Access to an extra layer of features in the newest version of Windows. And currently you do need one of these Snapdragon X Elite chips to be able to access these features. So they have a few that are interesting. The first one that caught my eye is the co-creator in Paint. So this allows you to...
Oh, that's sick, dude. That's crazy. It's like the new, Apple is also doing this stuff as well.
Draw something in the Paint program and then use text prompts to augment that image. Now, I've only played around it for a little bit, but it's strangely fun and it's easier to use than I thought it would be. And because you can draw that initial sketch, you can kind of give some...
Oh, neural processing unit. Yes, yes. I only have an Android, just an iPad mini 2. Wow. Yeah, I'd say, I don't know much about tablets, but I'd just say get an iPad. But the hard drive started clicking. Ooh.
Guidance as to what it is that you're trying to draw or generate, and because it's built right into Windows, it's like very easy to access. The other thing that was interesting was live captions, so you can use it for real-time language translation for videos, like if you're watching a YouTube video or a movie, and you can also use it for calls. Like you could take a call for work and it'll translate that audio in real time, which is pretty cool. The third thing I thought was neat were the studio effects, where you can apply visual effects to your camera feed. And they have your standard stuff like background blurs, but they also...
That's kind of AI stuff as well, isn't it? You have 50 tries for Paint AI. Really? They have limits on the Paint AI? That's mad. or to use it. You can do something like this with NVIDIA Canvas, but it's not quite the same amount. I can recover a clicking hard drive. The thing is, right, if it's clicking, so you can technically have like, the data's there, but the clicking might, like, if you use it some more, it might die. So painting would be good if you want to cheat on art school. Yeah. But if you're going to art school, just be good at art, man.
The eye tracking stuff, so you can kind of look away from the camera lens and it'll kind of reposition your eyeball so it looks like you're looking at the camera. It's a little trippy, but
oh my god, that's trippy. Which country? USA, man.
also have some neat like cartoon effects that I thought looked pretty cool. But all of this stuff is seemingly done with the NPU. It doesn't pull resources from the CPU or GPU, and I think that's pretty cool. The idea here that you're able to do all of these things with real life, because Recall would constantly be taking snapshots.
Okay, now let's get to the crux, the biggest issue, yeah? So basically, you can just read the headline. That's wild. New Windows AI feature takes screenshots of your desktop every few seconds. What the frick? Who thought this was a good idea? If you open Paint, would you like have 50 tries maybe for the beta? Maybe you gotta pay for a PC that's unlimited tries. I don't understand. If it's running locally on your computer, why do you have limited tries? That just seems like a terrible deal. My Windows 11 computer is working so slow I cannot play games. Yeah, try Tiny 11 instead. Room feels like a kitchen. It is a kitchen. Windows AI feature takes screenshots. Yeah. So basically, there's a thing where so you need context for like your AI stuff, right? If you're talking basically what Microsoft wants you to do is, hey, what was that one video that had like the dog that I watched yesterday? And then Windows will just like give you that video. Before that is basically gonna take screenshots of everything you do every few seconds. What do you guys think? Like, would you rather have somebody taking screenshots of everything you do every few seconds, or would you just disable it? By the way, it's enabled by default. You have to go in and disable it. Recall should be recalled. Hello from Windows XP. Hi, Media Center 2005. Really, Media Center. Do you miss Steve Jobs? I didn't know Steve Jobs, but like, what if I open a certain site and it just takes yeah, it will take a screenshot. That's what I'm saying. Anything you do, like anything changes, anything on your computer changes, it'll take a screenshot. We got cinema mode at 24. Man just loves that video. That's the cope. So this stuff that we just, so this MacBook, this Yoga laptop, whatever, is going to be one of those computers that supports this feature. But is it really a feature though? They say they're going to make Recall opt-in and fix some privacy stuff. It is opt-in, right? But the thing is, right, you're opt-in by default. You have to go in and like opt out of it. I'm at this point, I'm happy with my laptop startup potato, so Recall AI won't work. Yeah, it's not, so it seems like it's only gonna work on these new Snapdragon, these super powerful Snapdragon computers, not your regular Windows 11. Watching video on a Windows XP Media Center 2005. Nice. In 1080p 60 FPS without a lag. Nice. Windows 11 or Hell 11. What's that? He's the creator of Steve Jobs. Yeah. I know. Can you play that video? Which one? I don't understand having a wide monitor. Yeah. Constantly captures images of your desktop to create a browsable and searchable record of almost everything you've done to your PC. Like literally, imagine that you type a password and then Microsoft, boom, takes a screenshot. Microsoft knows everything that you're doing. And the thing is, right, you have to trust them with your data. Like imagine that you like put some passwords in. You have to trust that Microsoft is not going to use it for their nefarious purposes. I will not use Windows 11. No. So this stuff is not in Windows 11, right? It's only on certain computers that will get the update, the Copilot update. But I don't think your regular Windows 11 computers will even be able to have this feature. Cinema mode one. Yeah, I'll have to look it up where that is. I do not trust them. Yeah, the thing is, like, let's ask the question, I don't trust Microsoft, okay, that much. But I can't imagine trusting any company. Honestly, maybe I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that if Max did it, if Apple did it, maybe I would trust them. Because the thing is, right, Apple has been very much like privacy, privacy, privacy. Like, they seem like the kind of people who take it really seriously. But Microsoft, at the moment, just seems like, oh, I'll have to be like, let me just screenshot everything. Let me just take everything you guys are doing and, like, use it to train my AI so I can make more money. This has to be the lawsuit pretty soon. Exactly. Yeah, that's a lawsuit waiting. Go to shorts and click sort by all. Just Vedanta, can you, if you have the link, can you send it in the chat? Then I can watch it. Yeah, I trust Apple. Yeah, Apple is the only company at the moment that I would trust, just because they were like so like into privacy that, like, when the FBI was like, oh, we found this criminal's iPhone, can you unlock it? Apple's like, no, I'm not gonna do it, because like it's just privacy. See, if they're willing, and I'm not a criminal, right? But if they're willing to protect a criminal's privacy, I would trust them for this stuff. It's still not ideal, but it would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what will happen is you will have it opted out. Like, you won't have the screenshots and stuff. And then you'll go like, oh, what was that one video I was watching that one time? And then you'll realize, oh, I didn't have that feature. But then, so, I don't think so, because I have Windows 11 and 2020 PC support hardware. Yeah, but this seems to be recalled as part of Microsoft Copilot Plus suite of AI tools for the Snapdragon X laptops. So these new laptops that we just watched the review for, only these new laptops will have those features. To be honest, I wouldn't even trust Apple. That's the thing, right? If I had to trust that, I'm saying, like, I wouldn't be crazy about it, but if I had to trust a company, I think it'd be Apple. But definitely not Microsoft. Like, they've always been kind of money hungry. Like, yeah, so, like, I'm sure most of us has thought of something along the lines of, damn, what was that funny tweet I saw yesterday? Wish we could just ask the computer to find it for us. That's when the screenshots would come in handy. I don't trust any company with screenshots of what I do. They already technically have all of our other data. Yeah, that's crazy. But the thing is, like, you could look at it from another perspective, is that, like, they already know everything you're doing. So let them take screenshots. Like, who cares at this point? I imagine someone at work, an office, having a break, let's say, without him knowing, Microsoft can take a screenshot and make the worker get fired. That's what I'm saying. Imagine that, like, you take screenshots, like, every time you change something, and imagine not only does Microsoft have access to it, but, like, your employer has access to it. That's crazy. Like, imagine that, like, it's literally, you know, like, people say the Matrix is, like, they talk about the Matrix, but this is literally would be like being in the Matrix. Like, you're in a company and the company's watching your every little move. Like, you change, like, the slightest things, and then your boss shows up like, hey, why were you on Facebook for 2 seconds? Like, why were you doing this? Why were you doing that? Like, that could totally happen. And I think Microsoft will give administrator access to those screenshots. And they could technically look through everything you're doing. I haven't worked in the corporate world for a long time, but they do tend to be, sometimes they do tend to be stringent like that. Microsoft predicted that the feature would raise red flags and reassures protective users that this isn't a ploy to opt in to total surveillance. It kind of seems like it is, though. Like, bro, I'm in Australia right now and someone called me Chutney. That's not, the thing is, right, it depends on who said it. If it's a friend, that's cool, but if it's someone, like, random, you shouldn't take that. Next up from Microsoft, recall AI takes screenshot from all devices linked to the Microsoft account. That's what I'm saying. That's how it starts, right? And it just keeps rolling. Like, I barely feel... Oh, but the thing is, I never thought about this. Like, Nvidia Shadowplay already keeps a running record of the past minute for its instant replay function. So Nvidia already knows. Like, things, right? We already give up so much data to these companies. Can you make the screenshots save in OneDrive like you do with folders? That would be crazy. The thing is that I have a hunch. I have a hunch that we don't have access to those screenshots, but I have a hunch that like your administrator. So you know when you work for a company, right? Your computer has like an administrator access. I'm guessing Microsoft will give them access to like your screenshots and stuff, which is crazy. Random guy, yeah, nah, that's not cool, yo. That's just racist. Microsoft loves spying. I know. Thing is, it's not like here's the proposition with AI, right? They're like, oh, here's something cool that this is a useful like feature, right? That like, oh, what was that funny video I watched yesterday? What was that funny tweet I was looking at yesterday? Whatever. Then it just gives it to you, right? That would save so much hassle. But you're giving up so much privacy, and they're using that data to train their models even more to give you better models that, you know, integrate in your life more. JR Falls, hello, how are you doing? So people would start working lol. Thing is, right, my opinion for this company stuff is like, I don't like people watching what I'm doing. As long as I get the work done, what do you care if like I was on Facebook for like a few seconds? That shouldn't really be like the company's concern. Some guy also said hello, then hello from India. In real life to you. And slowly heating pot. Oh, I did forget. Adding a comprehensive self-surveillance device to the list of things watching me. That's crazy. It's useful, but at the same time, is like. Speaking of AI stuff, I heard they take a screenshot of your desktop every 3 seconds. It's not every 3 seconds. I think it's every time you change something on your desktop. So if I like switch tabs, screenshot, boom. Switch tabs, screenshot, boom. I'm gonna stick with XP or Vista or 7 or 8.1. Just use Windows 10. Why can't Microsoft just put their but do nothing? That wasn't how they're gonna make money, man. The only I'm looking forward to Sora AI. Yes, you know, I can't wait for Sora AI either. I'm checking every day. Like, when are they gonna release it? Imagine me using Sora AI for like my YouTube shorts and stuff. Like, we would go next level, guys. I'm gonna stick with XP. Thing is, right, XP, don't put sensitive information in like XP, because like you might get hacked. That's all. But speaking of AI stuff, imagine that right now the most valuable company in the world is not Microsoft, it's not Apple, but it's Nvidia. I'm betting Nvidia wasn't even top 10 like 5 years ago. Windows 7 is genuine install issue in my friends and family. I'm gonna stay on Windows 7 on modern hardware until I die. Windows 7 I think is still fine, I guess, but I got Windows 10 Pro for free. Don't ask questions. Windows XP is, I don't like it. Really? You don't like Windows XP? Imagine if I invested in Nvidia, like in 2020. Well, I didn't have any money, but like over here, bro, it more than like quadrupled. That's crazy. And you know what? At this point, it's not even from the gaming stuff. They got to hear from the gaming stuff. Right now, it's just this whole AI boom that Nvidia is like making bank. Maybe honestly, like 8 years ago, the stock was worth less than 1% of its current price. And you know what was 8 years ago? 2016, when the GTX 1080 came out. That was 8 years ago. And it was 1% of its current price. We use Windows 7 for banking. Yeah. No, really, it was annoying. You didn't like Windows XP. Back then, Nvidia's value came from its competition with rival AMD in a race to make the best graphics card. When they were making the best graphics cards, they were 1% of their current price. 1%. Now it's going crazy, yo. It's this AI stuff, and Nvidia was smart to like jump into this. AMD didn't, but Nvidia was smart, and they jumped into this, and now they're like the market leaders. And if you do AI stuff, you know that if you have to use Nvidia, because AMD just doesn't have the tools right now. I'm gonna go Windows 7. Yeah, I know, I was happy. Nice. For some reason, I don't like Windows 10 aesthetics. Yeah, I don't really like the Windows 10 aesthetics either. This generative AI business is really transforming businesses. Yeah. Total Heavyweights trying to create a world-beating product. That's crazy. Look. They're beating Aramco, Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, Microsoft. They beat everybody. I use Vista and it's built. Windows Defender will totally... No. Windows Defender will not defend you, my guy. Nvidia sales and profits have surpassed many analysts' expectations. The thing is, right, what exactly are they selling, though? It's like, I'm guessing they're selling, like, bulk GPUs to, like, freaking companies, I guess. How Apple first? Apple also, it's usually like a competition between Microsoft and Apple. But now it's between Microsoft, Apple, and Nvidia. Do you like UK? Yeah, I love the UK. Will you make a video about using Windows Vista for a day? I kind of already have made that video. So, like, I have used Windows Vista for, like, the thing is, there's just not much you can do with it right now. The thing is, right, what's ironic is it used to be between Apple and Microsoft, like the competition, and Nvidia just surpassed them. And Nvidia is, I think they're fine with Microsoft, but Apple and Nvidia hate each other. What is the best free antivirus? Because I'm a bro college student law. I'm telling you, don't get antivirus, get a Mac. Just get a Mac. I don't know what, I don't use Windows on the regular. I haven't really encountered problems with antiviruses anyways, so I don't think you need antivirus, but Macs are just more securely built because Unix is more secure from the ground up. Berkshire Hathaway. Meta is still, Meta is also in the trillions, not gonna lie. Pew pew goes Nvidia. Meta is still in the trillions though. On Facebook you had Samsung Galaxy S1. Yeah, I did. Windows Defender. Yeah, honestly I think Windows Defender is good enough. That's wild, yo. That's wild. I should have invested in Nvidia, honestly. By the way, Vista is still supported. Would you still use it now? Yeah, I probably would. I like the aesthetic of Vista. Windows 11 is the safest OS after macOS. Obviously, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Windows these days, when it was the XP era, you needed antivirus, right? Because you had problems. But these days, I don't think you need antivirus. Bro, I have 2 GB RAM, but Tiny 11 still lags on my PC, still help me out. Maybe try either Windows 10 or just try Tiny 10 if that doesn't work. And the thing is, right, imagine AMD, like, it's supposed to be Nvidia and AMD. AMD is not even in this top 10 list. AMD is gone. It's not even there. Like, what the frick is AMD doing? I don't know why they were, like, kind of just chilling about this AI stuff. But who knows? Yeah, now macOS can't run crap. That is true. macOS can't run a lot of gaming stuff. But these days, there's a lot of productivity stuff you can get on macOS. But games still, not. Except, well, we did see the game porting toolkit. And they're doing, like, they're making progress with it. It's pretty good. But I see for, like, gaming, you do need, yeah. I hate Intel, really. I don't use Linux because programs do not work. Yeah, I don't use Linux either. Linux is like for like the pros, I think. Like, and I guess I'm not the pro. What's your thoughts on Gen Alpha? What's Gen Alpha? By the way, have you heard about Windows X Elite? It's like Tiny 10, Tiny 11, but better. I use it on my main PC. Let me just check what's Windows X Elite. Which is the lighter version of Tiny 10? There is no lighter version of Tiny. Windows X Elite. Time goes bump. By the way, if you play Pokemon, did you watch the trailer for Pokemon Legends DNA? You know, I used to play Pokemon as a kid. I was like super obsessed with it. But like as an adult, I'm completely disconnected to whatever the hell is going on in the Pokemon world. I used to use Linux. Nice. So, okay, Windows X Lite is like Tiny 11, Tiny 10, but... Oh, so it's just like Tiny 10. How much do you hate McAfee from 10 to 10 lol? My Google hates me. Laptop is older than some people. Man's laptop is old. You know what I'm saying? The Bugatti Turbulent. Yeah, and the last story for the day. I don't know this. You know, there was the last PS2 that was ever produced. This is it. That's crazy that they have a picture. And like right here, you know, we've always disputed as to, we don't know exactly how many units were manufactured, but you can see right here, in memory of the PS2's last production, it produced 160,636,885. So it actually did do more than 160 million. And if Nintendo Switch wants to beat it, it doesn't have to surpass 155. It has to surpass 160. But let me see how much Nintendo Switch sales. Yo, what? It's at 141 million? That's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Obviously, Microsoft AI disaster is true because Copilot is being poetic as frick. Yeah, it's just a privacy nightmare. Saw free Roblox for some reason. Nice. Do you know there's a very small Acer laptop species with XP? They're very old. Yeah. I've seen those. I used to have one, but would still lag. I don't know why. It's probably those netbooks that were like super not good at anything. That's kind of wild though that the Switch is at 141 million units. So PS2 is at 160. Maybe if they, I don't know if another holiday season is going to do it, but they could theoretically surpass PS2. Microsoft use Copilot. No one at the moment. I'm not going to use it. The thing is, we just covered this. Copilot it's not going to work on your regular Windows 11 PCs. It's only going to work on these new Snapdragon PCs. So, what's your thoughts on Microsoft's current CEO? Satya Nadella, is that it? He seems like, I don't know. Thing is, my favorite CEO is Steve Jobs. And like nobody seems to he was like a kooky CEO who was like, oh, I want like products to look good and I don't care about this and that. Like they just have to be great products. And I don't think none of these CEOs are like that. Most of them are just like money hungry. It's an Acer Aspire 1. It's so bad. Oh my God. What year was that from? I use Copilot just for questions. Yeah, Copilot might work well for questions, but like the screenshotting stuff. And the thing is, right, the problem is that we're tech savvy, okay? So we know that, okay, it's taking screenshots every few seconds. I want to opt out of this. But what about the people who are not tech savvy and it's automatically opted in and you have to manually opt out? That's going to be like a privacy nightmare for some people who didn't even understand what they were signing up for. Just switch to ChatGPT or Google Gemini because Copilot is trash. What is the difference between Google, ChatGPT and Copilot though? Because Microsoft owns OpenAI. So it's Copilot and Skype. Nice. Where's the DS? Oh, there we go. DS was at 154.2 million. So DS could have beaten PS2, but they didn't. And now we have like official numbers for. I wonder how much this PS2 is worth. The last ever PS2 produced ever. Upgrading my dad's PC. Should I put 256 GB SSD or 500 GB hard drive? SSD. My guy, I'll always go SSD. Hard drives are. I don't think people have used hard drives in years, but they are terrible. They're absolutely terrible. SSD, yeah. Does it have 7th gen Intel CPU or later? If so, SSD. No, honestly, like I use the 4960X. SSDs always make a huge difference, guys. Why is Microsoft changing Copilot sidebar, which has more built-in functionality to the web version? Sorry, I repeated the question. Sorry, I didn't read the question. Why is Microsoft changing Copilot sidebar, which has more built-in functions to the web version? Really? I don't know why. I should read up on what the hell Copilot is really doing. But anyway, that was the last story of the day, guys. So that was the Friday news stream. Thank you all for coming. And I'll see you maybe next Friday. Or, I don't know. Maybe we'll do another news stream. We'll see. But see ya. Bye.